Hello, epic viewers from around the multiverse. Prepare to indulge in experience and share bliss, because today another riveting, captivating, stellar unboxing video is about to be brought to fruition. What items will I be unboxing? What items will I be opening? Without further delay, without further procrastination, allow me to elicit the box. What items are encompassed inside this bulky, hefty, tangible, nifty box? Let's find out. I'm going to demystify the answer to that inquiry right here, right now, so bear with me. It'll only take me billions of picoseconds to extract the items from the box and subsequently flaunt them from the camera for you to feast your glorious eyes on. Here we go, the unboxing process is about to commence. The unboxing process is officially underway. So, off the get-go, you can see that there are a myriad of figurines encompassed within the box. Fortunately, they're all individually bagged. We have the blue Superman in conjunction with his counterpart, the red Superman. Are they homogeneous to one another? Who knows? And we also have the one and only, let's see if I can find him, Superboy. I was contemplating which one I should show the audience. Alright, so 3 figurines. The subsequent videos will showcase my unboxings of the other figurines remaining within the lot. So, first up is the one and only illustrious, revered, marvelous, stoic, audacious, mighty Superboy. Is he the son of Superman? Who knows? I'm not well acclimated with the lore appertaining to this character. He has eminently defined muscle tones. He's donning a cape. He has these goggles that obscure his eyes. I'm unsure if they can be detached. Maybe not. He flaunts the Superman symbol on his cape. I love his hues, I love his aesthetics, I love his shadings, I love his textures, I love his deco. I just can't detect any major flaws. Both of his fingers are fisted. I should say both of his hands are fisted, and both of his... I should say 10 of his fingers are clenched together and both of his hands are fisted. So it's always better for figurines to have fisted hands, or to have hands that are semi-clenched together, than you have hands with giant apertures in them that are fully open. So I really can't complain. Unfortunately, he's done on par with Toy Biz Marvel Legends figurine articulation-wise. His knees are not double-jointed, nor are his elbows. He lacks an ankle pivot. Fortunately, he can rotate his forearms. He can rotate his wrists. He has a diaphragm joint. That's always a perk. That's always a plus. The pegs attached to the pelvis are relatively sturdy, and they haven't become compromised yet. He can move his legs outwards and inwards at your discretion. Don't fiddle or tamper with the joints too much. Sorry about all this. He could ascend and descend his feet. He can't really rotate them without rotating the majority of his legs. I should say can't really rotate them without rotating the majority of his leg. In other words, if you want to rotate the ankle, then the calf and the kneecap follow suit of the rotation of the ankle. In other words, you can't rotate the ankle without rotating the calf and kneecap as well, because they're all interconnected or interlinked. They're supposed to be, unlike Playmates toys, where the joints are sustained by string. That's not a joke. If you buy the Playmates figurines from 2004 to 2005, you'll be agitated and notice that they're held together by string. But these joints are sustained by plastic as opposed to string, so it's a much higher quality, robust figurine in stark contrast to a Playmates 2004 figurine. So here's Superboy in the limelight. I don't have any major gripes appertaining to him. I can't really discern any major flaws. And then of course we have the Res Superman. He has lightning bolts protruding out of his shoulders, or some form of energy that has been materialized. He looks imbued with rage. Not bad. Now, are these figurines comprised of the same sculpt? They may be. I need to assess their details to determine that. I mean, the sculpts look akin to one another. The facial expressions are disparate. The hues are disparate. But the muscle tones, the arms, the legs, I mean, they seem to be almost identical. These figurines seem to be practically homogeneous to one another, with the exception of aesthetic differences. I mean, this one's donning a cape. This one's adorned with energy, materialized, protruding out of his back. And of course, the blue Superman is also adorned with materialized energy protruding out of his back. These may be lightning bolts, or they may represent some type of aura, or some type of charge of attack. I mean, I have no idea. So these figurines are kin to one another. You can just tell that there's disparities among the hues. One has a blue and white color scheme, the other one has a red and white color scheme. And the facial expressions are a bit disparate. One of them looks a bit more mellow and laid back and more stern. The other one looks more infuriated and enraged. So, a little bit disparate, but for the most part the same. This figurine too. The sculpt may be identical, but yet again you have a disparate facial expression, you have disparate aesthetics, you have disparate attires, so these figurines are different, and I don't mind if they want to reuse the same sculpt or mold. I mean, as long as the aesthetics are distinguishable, then that's all that really matters. And the figurines are supposed to be 6 foot, or they're supposed to represent characters that are 6 foot or 6'2". Now, why not reutilize the same sculpt or mold if they're supposed to be lean, muscular, stoic, built? I mean, are they really burly? I mean, I wouldn't say so. I guess I would describe them to be more fit and lean, and somewhat scrawny, in stark contrast to characters like Doomsday or Darkseid. But not bad thus far. So these characters are subsumed under the DC Universe Classics action figure line. These are Superman characters. We have Superboy, and then of course we have the blue Superman and the red Superman. They may be from parallel universes. I honestly have no idea. I'm not acclimated with the DC lore, and I'm sure anyone else watching this video doesn't have the slightest clue either. So the lore behind these characters is enigmatic, is a mystery, because most of us just don't keep up with the DC universe And we may love the figurines, but that doesn't necessarily correlate with us reading the comic books, other than to know that we're avid comic book readers. I mean, we may watch a video or two about the comic books, or look up information online about these characters, but we're not heavily invested in collecting comic books. But that doesn't necessarily denote that we won't buy the DC action figures if they look epic. So Mattel and the Four Horsemen Studios deserve their accolades. Mattel churned out these figurines sometime between 2008 through 2012, I would say. That's my estimate. And not bad for under $10. Actually, I recollect spending under $18 per figurine. Sorry about that, because the lot included some Build-A-Figures that are exorbitantly priced if you buy them separately from a lot. So for nearly $60 for those 3 figurines is a blatant rip-off. But I don't mind spending the money, though, because when you divvy it up amongst the lot, you get value for your money, in my opinion. Because I received 2 figurines. I received 2 Build-A-Figure deluxe action figures with the lot, so I don't mind having to pay a premium on the remaining figurines so that I can get the Build-A-Figurines for less than $18 each, when the costs are divvied up among every figure in the lot. So, I mean, if I got them individually, how much would I pay? Probably wouldn't spend more than $35 for them. So I did pay nearly twice as much as I typically would, but that's fine because the costs are split between every figure in the lot. So that's what I want to do, showcase. That's what I want to do, flaunt. They'll be consigned to my shelves. I love the DC Universe Classics action figures. They never disappoint me. They always beat my expectations or exceed them. They also have peg holes embedded in the bottom of their feet, so it's just quite a feat to be able to sculpt such magnificent, divine, majestic figurines of characters that have so much history and clout and epicness. So, not an appalling lot by any means. So that's the first part of the lot, comprised of DC Universe Classics action figures of Superman characters. We had the red Superman, the blue Superman, and Superboy, and then, of course, if you watch a subsequent video that's preordained to transpire in the near future and be brought to fruition in the near future, then you'll see what else lies in the bowels of the box. I hope that you deemed this video to be intriguing and insightful. Have a wonderful, marvelous day. Goodbye.